Hi guys, and welcome back. So I thought it would be a good idea to share the rest of my living room since I've been getting so many questions about colors and such. So the first thing in our living room a lot of people ask me about is this ottoman, which I also picked up on Facebook Marketplace. It was a bit more money. I think it was around $250, but it's Ralph Lauren and I love it. I'm also a large box and coffee table book collector, and I always love a good candle. And that's a shameless ploy. That is my own candle line that I have. That candle's called Old Money, and it's my most popular. It's tonka and honey scent, and I don't know, it just gives a vibe of like a centuries old home. The wall color is Railings by Farrow and Ball. And I love adding a little bit of extra detail to a room. So I found these great curtain tie backs on Amazon, and I've used them to tie the curtains back in non-traditional way. So they kind of are, one's up a little and one's a little down. So you can see, I'll pull the curtain back. You can see a little bit of that really pretty metal tie back, but it's just they're just wonderful and very easy to adjust if need be. We also added some trim frame around the wall here on the TV wall because it was just a little bit lackluster. The person who had the house before us had wallpaper there, but it was very modern and didn't fit with the house. So we added these details, and it frames out our art quite nicely. Of course, I love a good blue and white vase, as you can tell. The TV console is an antique French piece, and we picked up the rug for $100 at an auction, which was insane. I'm not even sure how that happened. The chest is my grandmother's. The mirror, I think we found that in an estate sale. And the wallpaper, I want to say the wallpaper's from Spoonflower, but I'd have to double check that. There is my beloved Ralph Lauren chair and our sliding pocket doors, which go into what was once a parlor but is now my husband's library. I love anything to do with horses, so I've always got some antique prints framed around, showcasing equestrian or English hunt scenes, because that's kind of like, that's my total vibe. And there is my mirror and bookcase I've talked about before. This ceiling is original to the house. The house was built in 1892, and most of the rooms in our home actually have this kind of ceiling, very detailed and very elaborate, and tin ceilings were used in place of plaster because plaster would fall and break and need frequent repair, so people would use the tin to give the same look without spending the money to get the plaster. So there you have it. This is our living room. It's nice and cozy and totally works for us.